Hello, welcome to day 4 of your Yoga Fit Mind Body Challenge. All you're going to need is a yoga mat and 20 minutes. Go ahead and kick off your shoes and let's head to the ground. All right, we're going to start today's class in child's pose. So go ahead and come to kneeling at the back of your mat. If this is uncomfortable for your body, place a block under your hips or a pillow, a cushion, a rolled up blanket. Walk those hands forward. You can have elbows bent or you can have arms extended, whatever feels better for you. Let your head rest down. Let the tip of your nose rest down. Ribs to your thighs. Take a moment here and just tune out everything that was happening before you hit the mat and connect with your breath. See if you can start to smooth it out. Close the lips slightly and breathe in and out through your nose. Traditional Ujjayi breath has a little bit of a sound to it, so go ahead and make that HA sound in the back of your throat. Almost like you're trying to fog up a mirror. Good. Blink the eyes open if you chose to close them, and let's come forward into all fours. Knees the shape of your hips, hands the shape of the shoulders. Cat, cow, round your back, look for your belly button, tailbone down. Reverse cow, lift the tail, lift the heart. And let's flow like a wave here. Getting your spine ready for movement. This is a quick class meant to bring blood flow and awareness and to help unite your body and your mind, which yoga means union. One more. And then settle somewhere right in between cat and cow. Stretch out your right leg behind you and flex that foot. Let's tuck the toes and push back into your calf. So you're going to feel a little stretch for your low leg. Firm up the shoulders. Good. One more breath. Excellent. Shift off of your back foot, lift it off, and let's take some big knee circles out to the side, under, and up. So as if you have a paintbrush on your right knee, opening that hip. Take one more, and release. Stretch your left leg out. Now lengthen that spine like you're in mountain pose. Tuck your toes and push back into the ball of your left foot. Calf stretch. Breathe, hold that belly button up and in. Spread your fingers so you have a little bit of even weight distribution in the hands. Come on up as you bend your left knee, circle it out to the side, under and up. Try to stay firm in your torso here, waking up the core and the hips. Last one. Excellent. Release. Curl all 10 toes under, put weight in your legs. Pick yourself up, downward facing dog. Hips to the sky, let your head dangle. If it feels good, shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Big toes come close, stretch your right leg for the sky. Let's open that hip, bend your right knee. Let your right foot just kind of fall back towards your head. Excellent. Kick that leg for the sky, square up your hips and draw your right knee to your nose. Step high up the mat, close to your right hand. Melt the left knee to the floor. We're coming into a crescent moon lunge, so uncurl that left toe, lighten on your fingers, see if you can lift off to your thigh. If it's available, stretch both arms up. Biceps by your ears, really curling your tailbone under and creating length out of this lunge. Settle, one more breath. Relax your shoulders, soften your neck. And then release, hands on either side of your front foot. Go ahead and tuck the back toe, pick up the back knee, stand on your left hand and twist to the right. So right arm stretches up and you look at those fingers. Revolve low lunge. Excellent. Place the right hand to the floor and step right foot to meet the left. You're in your first plank pose of the day, so feel free to put your knees down if you'd like. Everything in a nice straight line. Lift the back of the head. And we'll lower the whole body to the mat here for a couple back bends before we do the same thing on the other side. So pull your head, shoulders, chest up off the mat, and then add a little bit of pressure. Use your hands, push down, mid-cobra. And then exhale to release. Let's do one more. Try to keep the neck relaxed. Maybe it's down here, baby cobra. Maybe it's mid-cobra. Some of you can come towards a more full cobra. Gently gaze over one shoulder. So just check your blind spot. Little twist. And then slowly switch. Slow. Being careful and paying attention. back through your center, melt your heart. Push down and come up, child's pose. Breath into the low back. And then we'll do that lunge for your other side. Come forward, all fours. Tuck your toes, put weight in your legs, and charge your knees up. Down dog. Heels heavy. Your head's dangling. Lift that left leg to the sky, and then let's open the left hip and bend your left knee at the top. So you're kind of in 3 points of contact. A little stretch for that right hamstring as your left foot falls back. Kick your left leg to the sky and square up your hips. Draw that foot to the top of the mat. Keep your hips high. Aim for right by your thumb. Then melt the back knee. Front knee is roughly right over the ankle. Uncurl your back toes. Pick a drishti. So that's a focal point. Lighten on your fingers and see if you can climb up to your thigh. Crescent moon lunge. Some of you might even enjoy stretching your arms for the sky, challenging your balance a little bit more. You should feel sensation in this back hip, a little bit of work happening in this front leg. Good, release. Hands will frame out that front foot as you tuck your back toe, charge up the back knee. Strong leg. Stand on your right hand and then we'll revolve. So twist to the left, reach the left arm out, maybe look at it. Let that happen from your thoracic spine. Lower hand to the floor, step back. You can skip this if you'd like. So you can straight to child's pose, or you can take the vinyasa with me. So shifting forward from plank, any amount of back bend, baby cobra, full cobra, or maybe even up dog. And then we'll meet in child's pose, pressing your hips up and back, or some of you might already be there. Deep breath here. We're headed to heroes next. So just walk your hands back and you are sitting on your heels. Once again, if you have a prop, a block, a blanket, a rolled up towel, that can be helpful. Stretching the tops of the feet here, getting a nice knee bend. Roll the shoulders down your back. Stretch your right hand out to the side, fingertips find the floor, and then side bend to the right, left arm reaches up. Shine your ribs to the sky. And then slowly we switch. Left fingertips find the floor, right arm stretches up and over, side stretch. Excellent, release. Let's walk those hands back behind your heels. And then this might be plenty. Stay right here if you're feeling a lot of stretch. I'm on my fingertips using hand muscles, pushing the hips up off of the heels, stretching the front thigh and the hip flexor, squeezing the back. If you could, you are welcome to be flat on your palms. Slowly release your hips if you chose to lift them. We'll walk ourselves forward here for toes pose. So put weight into your hands, come off your heels and tuck your toes, and then sit back into those heels again. So this is very intense. Some of you may stay right here on your hands, feeling that stretch for the bottom of your feet. If it feels okay to come up, go ahead and stand up tall. For me, this is pretty intense. Try to find your breath. One more breath. Relax the shoulders. And then we'll walk forward out of the feet and go ahead and uncurl those toes. Give them a little tap, tap, tap on the top of the foot here. Find the floor. Plant those hands and we're headed to down dog. Weight in your heels. Lift it up. Tailbone to the sky. Let that head dangle for a moment. Bring your big toes close. Stretch your right leg to the sky. Inhale. Circle your right ankle at the top a couple ways, both directions. And then draw your right knee to your nose and step all the way to the top. Swivel your back heel down. Left heel meets the same line your right heel's on. Circle left arm up and take yourself into warrior two. Shoulders relaxed, arms extended. Gaze over your right fingers. Deeply bend this front knee, so get a little work. Start to reverse your warrior. So right hand reaches up as your left hand reaches back. You could tap your shin or your thigh, chest up. We're gonna practice a little balance here. So come on forward, start to step into your right leg, and I'm just gonna kind of walk my left leg in, reach down for the floor, look down at the floor. A block can be helpful here. This is half moon pose. Either fingertips, palm, or block. As your left arm reaches up, your left leg lifts off, left toes turn to the side, and the outer hip lifts to the sky. Now this one's tough, so take an option. You could have hand on thigh and just do a little lift, a little lower, just working that balance. Woo. And then on this next exhale, circle the left hand to the floor. We're in standing splits. Wide tripod stance here. Let the head dangle, relax your face, soft knee. Good. Slowly step the left foot to the floor, hands find the ground, step yourself back, down dog. So we've been upside down here for a few breaths. Pedal. If you need a break from the upside down, go to your child's pose. Left leg for the sky. Inhale, stretch it up, and then circle your left ankle at the top. Circles in both directions. Get some mobility in that foot joints, and draw the left knee to your chest. Step as high up your mat as you can. You can cheat, you can pull it, it's fine. Swivel your right heel down. Heel to heel alignment, and then a cartwheel to the top. Warrior 2, standing tall, gazing over your left fingers, shoulders, head, and heart in a straight line. Let's reverse the warrior here. So take your left arm up and your right hand swims back. Light tap on your shin or your thigh. Come on out of peaceful warrior. Start to pick a spot on the floor to gaze at. Step into your front leg. And when you're ready, lifting off into half moon. Right hand to the sky, left hand to the floor or to a block or to your thigh. And just do a little lift and a little lower or a hold if you can. Try to turn the right toes out for half moon. And then take right hand to the floor and we'll square the hips. Start to look down, let your head dangle. This is standing splits. Relax your face. Lift that right leg a little higher. Start to bend left knee and step your right foot to the ground. Come into that low lunge and we'll transition back to our down dog. Little pedal here if you need it. Excellent. We're headed into our last standing asanas. Reach the right leg for the sky. And then step your right foot to the top of the mat. Aim between your hands. Swivel that heel down once more. Warrior 1. Push down into both legs. Reach up. So stay low in that lunge. Challenge. Good. Release arms out to the side. Think like an airplane. And then pick up your back heel. Start to put weight into your front leg. When you're ready, lift off. Warrior 3. Option to have hands on the thigh. Hands at heart. Hands at hips or hands back. Or out to that airplane is helpful for me. Ooh, don't fall. Slowly bend your front knee and land right back on that balance beam. Okay, come back to warrior 1. Heart up, chest up. Exhale, release. Hands on either side of your front foot. Pick up your back heel. Step back to down dog. So we're practicing that transition from down dog to standing. Take the left leg, 3-legged dog. Really engage your shoulders. And then exhale, step your left foot as high up the mat as you can. Prepping for warrior 1. Swivel your back heel down, match it with your front heel line, and come on up into the warrior 1 pose. So this is getting some blood pumping for me. The lower that lunge, the more challenging. Open the arms out into a T. And then pick up your back heel. Start to put weight into your front leg. When you're ready, test your balance. See if you can lift off. Warrior 3. Option to go hips, heart, arms overhead. Do whatever you need with your upper body here to maintain this lower body position. Start to bend your front knee and lightly land back on your balance beam. Warrior 1. Arms to the sky. Back heel finds the floor. Deep breath. Exhale, hands to the floor. One on either side of the foot. Pick up your back heel and step it back to down dog. Little pedal here, little victory. Bending both knees, lower to child's pose, hips to the heels, and let's sweep those arms back. Take yourself into embryo, knuckles down, palms up by your feet. And just feel that heat that you generated. Lots of balancing and standing asanas, all right in a row, to really bring some heat to your body so you're ready for deeper stretches. Good, slowly walk yourself forward. We're going to shift onto all fours. And then have you pick up your right knee and cross it behind your left knee. And then we're going to make room here. Turn those feet out to the side and see if you can make room to walk your hips back really slow, and sit your heels to the floor for Gomukhana or shoelace pose. So your left knee is stacked on top of your right, and I'll turn to face the camera here just to show you. So this is me mirroring you. So we're working the feet out wide. If your hips are real tight, I understand, I'm with you. Send one leg straight and just stack knee over knee. If your hips are real open, maybe you add a bow, a little bit of a fold forward. I'm just gonna hold and breathe. Lifting the heart. For me, standing tall in my spine, plenty of stretch. Maybe for you, a fold is appropriate. Do that if that's you. Good. Slowly come out of this stretch here. We're going to just rock back and switch the crossing of your legs here. So other leg on top and stack those knees. It might not be the same on both sides. Maybe on one side, you're going to need to send the leg out. Go ahead if that's you. And I'm just kind of testing the waters. Pay attention to how you feel in your body here. Excellent. One more breath in your shoelace pose, or knee pile is another name for this one. Good. Slowly release. Rock it back. We're going to take ourselves into an inverted table. So toes face forward. They're parallel and they're hip distance. Fingers back behind you and turn those fingers to face your hips. Push down into your heels. Lift your hips up so it feels like you're doing bridge. Push your hips up to the sky. You can keep your chin tucked if your neck feels tight. You can experiment with letting the chin open, stretching the front of the shoulders and even in the front of the neck. Slowly tuck the chin if you chose to let it drop, and then lower your hips with control, 1 inch at a time. When the hips do find the floor, tighten up your core and lighten on those toes. Lift your chest for boats. If it feels possible, pick up the heels one at a time and bring those feet parallel to the floor. Boat pose, maybe even catching your thighs, picking up the heart. Good, one more breath. We're going to lower ourselves to the mat here. So if you need to, you can scoot forward on your mat. I'm going to scoot just a little bit, and then we're going to lower ourselves with a little roll. So rock and roll your body forward and back a few times. Massaging the spine. You already have that core tension that you need for this roll. And stay back and hug those knees in a little tighter. A nice back stretch. Good. Circle out both ankles. Point and flex both feet. And then take one hand on each kneecap and circle those knees in opposite directions. Let your head rest and go the opposite way. This is a good time to kind of do a little check-in. See, how are you feeling? We're nearing the end of our practice. Excellent work. Go ahead and take your feet to the ceiling here. Happy baby pose. Open up the feet and reach the hands up the outsides of your shins, calves, ankles, or maybe even your pinky toe edge of the foot. Start to bend your knees and let your hips get heavy for the ground. So this is a really, really deep stretch for a lot of us. If it is too intense, feel free to do one side at a time. So a half happy baby is a good alternative. Or catch a little lower on the leg and just pull those knees back towards your armpits. Let the shoulders relax. Good, release. Soles of the feet find each other here. Let the knees drop open. Let the edges of your feet find the ground. Cobblers here from your back. And then let's just take the arms into a goalpost shape and let the knuckles drop back. Thumbs towards the inside of the head, pinkies out. Roll those shoulders down your back. Open the chest. This is a restorative pose. And gravity is doing a lot of the work for you here, letting the knees drop open, letting the knuckles fall back. If it feels good, close your eyes here for a moment. Let's see if you can sense your breath. The inhale and the exhale. Start to blink your eyes back to open if you chose closing. Now, this is the point in the video where if you would like to take a Shavasana, traditional Shavasana, about 5 minutes, feel free to pause here and just watch your breath, observe your breath for the next 5 minutes. When you're ready, you'll come back to the video. We'll bring hands to the outsides of the thighs and draw the knees up towards each other. Separating your feet here, pinky toes to the outer edge of the mat, and just windshield wiper a couple times from side to side, letting those knees drop right and left. I hope that you feel a little more connected with your body as we close this practice. Drop those knees to the side that you're most comfortable with. Leave them there, and then use your hands to continue rolling over and pushing yourself up into a seat. Take your time. Come up slowly, please. Sit however you wish with a tall spine on your sit bones. Rest with palms up. Thank you so much for completing day 4 of your Mind Body Yoga Fit Challenge with me. Reach both hands to the sky and match them. Thumbs to your heart center. The light in me respects and salutes the light in all of you. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.